guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be trying a little makeup transformation. It is currently 9:45 at night. I don't think I've ever filmed this late before, and if I have, it was maybe once, like years ago. So I'm trying to talk a little quiet because it is a Sunday night and my neighbors around me are probably trying to sleep. So I was in the mood to film, I was in the mood to create, I was in the mood to turn my camera on and try stuff. So yes, today we are going to be doing a Marilyn Manson makeup. I am a huge Marilyn Manson fan. I have been a fan of his for many years. Embarrassing story actually is when I first heard of Marilyn Manson, straight up I thought it was like a female singer. Yeah, I just said that on the internet. So I have absolutely no makeup on my face. I do have some primer on currently, but that is about it. And the makeup that I am trying to copy here is one that, I mean, there's a couple that I really wanted to do, but I wanted to go with one that like really inspired me, and that's this makeup right here. So just kind of going for like the red flame look. I don't know, when I saw this one, that one inspired me the most, so that is the one that we are going to try to copy today. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we are going to black out my eyebrows, and for that I'm just going to use an Elmer's washable glue stick. Make sure it is the purple one. If it's not the purple one, it ain't washable. So, and luckily this is a brand new one. So we're just going to start brushing these brows up and then letting each layer dry in between. I don't know why it's flaking, but yeah, I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. In my head, it looks super cool, but I'm not very like skilled when it comes to like makeup transformations. I really just wanted to do this for fun, and I posted about it on Twitter, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, yes, please do that. I really want to see that. So here we are on a Sunday night doing this. Okay, so we're actually gonna quickly redo the whole covering up the eyebrows thing because I just realized I had some primer all over my face, and you're not supposed to have anything on the eyebrow area when you're doing this. So I just went and wiped off the primer from this area of my face, and we are doing this again. And I'm brushing the hairs up because brushing them up is going to make them look flatter against your face. If I seem kind of out of it, it's because I don't really know why I'm filming so late. I literally never do this. I'm such a morning person. I like to do all of my filming in the morning, but the fact that I was so like motivated at nighttime, I'm taking advantage of it, and I'm just trying to be like a little on the quieter side. I'm drinking a caffeine-free Diet Coke. When do I ever do that? I'm such an addict for caffeine. Straight up though, little fun fact is caffeine-free Diet Coke hands down is the best tasting Coke product that there is, in my opinion. I don't know why, I don't know what it is about the caffeine-free Diet Coke, but it just tastes so good. Okay, so those are pretty covered. Next I'm gonna go in with the, so what I'm going to do first before I do concealer is I'm going to take this Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Flamethrower. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm actually going to put a tiny bit of this over top because this is what some drag queens use to cover up their facial hair, is they use like an orange to black out the hair. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but we're rolling with it. And I'm going to push that all over the eyebrow area. Oh my god, I look fucking ridiculous. Okay, and then we're gonna go over it with some concealer. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Concealer, and we're just going to conceal the shit out of these brows. And I'm just going to take actually, I'm going to take a brush. I'm just going to take this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm just going to start buffing over the brows. How cute do I look? As you can probably tell, I haven't really planned to do this video. I'm just kind of like rolling with the punches, basically. I'm just kind of doing this as we go. Oh my god. And yes, for those of you who are wondering, I do have the contacts. All right, well, those are my eyebrows blacked out. The best I could get them, at least. Oh my god, I look so fluggin' ugly. Okay, next we're gonna go in with some foundation. The foundation that I'm gonna use today is the Believe Beauty foundation, and this is in the shade Ivory. Now this foundation is like ridiculously pale for me, but that's okay because Marilyn Manson is also very pale himself, especially when he does his makeups. And I'm also going to use the Believe Beauty blender. I saw this at Dollar General the last time I was there, and I really want to try their beauty blenders, so we're going to give this a go. A little update on this foundation. I did do a first impressions of this on my channel when I first got it. Obviously this shade is like super light for me. So the last time I was there when I was like getting more stuff like the beauty blender, I did pick up another shade that matches me. So if you guys are also fans of Mr. Manson, what is your favorite Marilyn Manson song? Let me know down in the comments. If you do not know who Marilyn Manson is, are you okay? My favorite song is probably... See, and every time I try to think of a different one, I always just come back to the same one, and that is probably The Long Hard Road Out of Hell. That is probably my favorite Marilyn Manson song. It is one of his greatest hits, and that's also probably my favorite music video, aside from Man That You Fear. That's also a really good music video, and he looks so good in that music video too. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite Marilyn Manson song ever? And do you have a favorite album? I do. This album isn't very popular. A lot of people didn't like it when it came out, but I really like Eat Me, Drink Me. I love that album, and that's also my favorite look that he has. That's like one of my favorite eras aside from like Mechanical Animals. And my other favorite album is probably The High End of Low. That's also a really good album. That album was like my life when I was a sophomore in high school. And next I'm just going to go in and set my face, and for that I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, just a pressed powder, and I'm just going to use a powder brush to set my face. I was going to use a loose powder, but I don't want to risk like messing anything up, so I just really want to get in there and set the brows especially so nothing moves. Another question I have for you guys is, have you ever seen Marilyn Manson in concert? I have seen Marilyn Manson twice live in concert. I can't even believe I'm saying those words. That is just insane to me. And he was amazing both times. I saw him when he came to 20 Monroe Live in Grand Rapids, and then I saw him again when he came back to the Van Andel, because I don't know if you guys know this, is that Marilyn Manson was banned many years ago, I think in like 1999 or something. He was banned from the Van Andel in Grand Rapids, Michigan, because he harassed a security officer. And when I saw him, I think that was his first time back at the Van Andel Arena since he had been banned. And what he did on stage, and I can't even believe I was there for this, I think he did this as like a haha to the Van Andel, but he took a piss on stage. If you were at the Grand Rapids show at the Van Andel Arena, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but he literally took his dick out on stage and took a piss. He was like facing away from the audience, so like you couldn't see his penis, unfortunately, but I do wish I could have seen him back in like the early 2000s or maybe even the late 90s. Okay, so we have the base down. Like we have that going for us. Next we need to start working on the eyes, and it looks like on the bottom he just has some simple black eyeliner, and then the rest is just the red flames. So I'm going to find some black eyeliner. All right, so all my black eyeliner was downstairs, so I had to run down and grab that. And I think I'm gonna just deliberately put this on the waterline, and then we'll go through and smoke it out a little bit. I look, this is a look. And then I'm just gonna take a little dense eyeshadow brush and I'm just gonna start kind of smoking that out a little bit, kind of like Avril Lavigne style, but we're not doing Avril Lavigne. That's another thing, I will never forget that is, gosh, I think I was like in high school or something, and I made a Facebook status saying that it would be like a dream for me if Marilyn Manson and Avril Lavigne did a song together. And then when she came out with one of her albums, the song, what is it, Bad Girl, and it was featuring Marilyn Manson, I will literally never forget that day. I lost my shit. And I actually really like that song. Okay, so I'm gonna start drawing on the flames, and for that I'm just gonna use a red lip liner for this. Now it looks like the flames start pretty low down his face, and there's a total of four. There's 4 flames going from the biggest to the smallest, so we're just gonna kind of try to follow the picture. I'm just using the CoverGirl Exhibitionist lip liner in the shade 220, which is Cherry Red. This is so much harder than it looks. Just putting that out there. It's probably gonna turn out like donkey shit, but you know, we're trying. So this is for fun, right? We're not doing this for like a purpose. We're doing this for fun. Okay, and then it looks like he has it kind of like that. Is that right? Oh god, now we have to match the other side. This looks awful. This was a terrible idea. They're just flames. How did I fuck up flames so badly? I'm gonna have no fucking lip liner by the time this is done, because I keep breaking it. I feel like this look, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel like this look would be easier to do on someone else when you're like looking at them, as opposed to trying to do it to yourself. Like, so remember how I said in the beginning how I had a vision in my head of how this was gonna turn out? It's not turning out at all how I want it to. And I was also looking on YouTube for like other people's Marilyn Manson transformations, and theirs all look so good. So, and mine is just gonna be like a laughing stock. Like, what is that? Like an S or something? Like, you ever have an idea and at first it sounds cool and then you do it and you're like, wow, I shouldn't have done that? This is that moment. Oh, here's a good question. What is your least favorite Marilyn Manson album? I think I don't really have like a least favorite, but the one that I don't really listen to all that often is probably Antichrist Superstar. And so now I'm very carefully, we are gonna go over and set this with eyeshadow, but I'm just kind of creating like a base, and I'm very, very, very carefully going over my eyebrows that I covered, because it's definitely a different texture and I don't want to break apart any of the glue that we applied, so I'm just going over them very carefully. Oh my god. I just shouldn't look in the monitor anymore. Marilyn Manson, if you're watching, which you're probably not, you're probably, you know, living your best life. I am so sorry if this offends you, because I myself am offended. my God, and this is all we have left. All right, we're in luck, which looks like we have a little bit more of. So that's the one we're gonna replace the CoverGirl one with. Also, my heat just kicked on. So if you can hear like rumbling or like a humming noise in the background, that's just my heat. It's not Marilyn Manson coming for my soul, even though, you know, I wouldn't be mad at. I don't look like the god of fuck. I look like the god of what the fuck. Okay, so now that we have this catastrophe done for now, I'm gonna go through and set everything with eyeshadow, and for that I'm gonna use the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm just going to use this red shade right here because it's the only red shade in the palette, and that's the one that we're gonna use. Okay, so here's where we're at now. It looks pretty like okay when I'm like looking down this way. Like it kind of looks like that picture of him, that like really popular picture that's on like t-shirts and shit. But as soon as I lift my head up, it's like, what in God's name is that? So I went in with this like little itty bitty tiny eyeliner brush thing, and I kind of like dragged up the tips of the flames to make them like look a little better. I honestly don't know if that did anything, but I'm just like desperate at this point, and it is now 10:45, so I've been doing this for an hour. Okay, so I did get some fallout underneath here, and I already did my face makeup, so I'm just gonna take some concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go back in with that concealer brush. I already did brush away as much as I could. That didn't do shit. So in my head just now, I was like, oh, cool. The only thing we have left to do is just pop the contact in and we're done. The lips. If I had a hard time with the flames, how the fuck am I gonna do Marilyn Manson's iconic lips? So there is some fallout that I just can't control there, so we're just gonna pretend like that was intentional. So for the lips in the picture of him, it looks like he just has black lips, so I am gonna do mostly black lips, but I'm also gonna use kind of like that deep burgundy color in the center and kind of blend the two together because he does do that lip look quite often, so that's what I'm gonna try to emulate here. Just using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Lip Liner in the shade Weirdo. But see what I mean about Jeffree Star's lip liners? They're just like super dry and they just flake right off. So we're gonna just put that off to the side. Next I'm gonna go in with the Velour liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Weirdo. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Sophia Nagard lipstick collab, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Screamer. It's just this really pretty burgundy. I'm gonna put that on the inner rim, and then just kind of blend the two. Okay, so I'm back. My hands are clean. The only thing left to do is put in the contact, and I do actually have, I have these contacts from Camo Eyes, and these are actually the Manson contacts, so we are really gonna get like the full Marilyn Manson effect. Now, from what I know is I'm pretty sure Marilyn Manson usually always wears the contact in his left eye. So we are just going to be applying one, and it is just going to be the left one. So let's pop that little baby in. Oh, hell yeah. All right, and then because I'm a lady, I am going to put a little bit of mascara on. And we're done. Alright guys, and here is the finished Marilyn Manson transformation. How do you think I did? Oh my god, this lip liner, if I move my lips just a little bit, it cracks. Sound off in the comments below if you want to see another Marilyn Manson makeup transformation. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to go down and give this video a huge thumbs up. If you are new to my channel and this is the first video of mine that you are seeing, don't forget to go down and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one. I do upload every 3 to 4 days on my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch me try something that I've literally always wanted to try. I had a lot of fun doing this, even though it didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. It could have gone a lot worse. So I did have a lot of fun doing this. So thank you guys so much for giving me the chance. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.